I think I said in one of my last videos that I'm going to go ahead and do a reaction video of our current Army Combat Fitness Test. It was currently the Army Physical Fitness Test, but now it's called the Army Combat Fitness Test. I think I said to you guys I was going to make a reaction video, and I decided to do that tonight. And yeah, I'm just going to give you guys my unedited, as you guys know, per usual, my unedited commentary, just to keep it real with you guys. And just going to let you guys know the ins and outs of the Army Combat Fitness Test and all that good jazz. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the Army Combat Fitness Test. He's doing the deadlift right here. 3 rep maximum deadlift. It gives you all the details right there. Standing power throws, so just throwing a 10-pound. He has a 10-pound medicine ball with both hands behind your head. That should take some technique. Hand release push-ups. That's basic. Just whenever you go down, you're throwing your hands out to the side, bringing them back in, and then pushing up. Actually, surprisingly, a good amount harder. There's a good amount of more difficulty than the regular push-up, which was on the last PT test. Yeah, it's something, that's for sure. It surprisingly fatigues your lower back and your upper back a good amount, which was rather surprising to me. You would not think just doing this motion would fatigue your back that much, but I guess since you're laying on the ground and you're parallel with the ground, I guess it makes all the difference on your back muscles. So it actually is a little bit more taxing on the body. I feel like on the last push-ups, I could probably get about 50 to 55. And on this, I was only able to get like 30 to like 35. So it makes all the difference. There's a few new events like the sprint drag carry and that medicine ball toss. And there will be a few others in here. Sprint drag carry is tough. There you're showing all the events. You sprint down and back. What did it say? 20 meters, I think. And then you're doing a drag, which absolutely taxes your thighs, your quads. And then laterals. This taxes the hip flexors really, really well, which is rough. And then you get into this carry, and you're using a lot of your quads to stabilize your leg while running with that. And just to talk about that a little bit, dude, I have seen guys collapse. I have seen so many guys collapse just because their quads were fatigued from that sled pull. Dude, their legs just give out like Bambi, dude. It is insane. You're supposed to, I think the passing time to do all those things, I think it's like 3 minutes, and I was able to get mine done in like a minute 50, I think, minute 52, something like that. But if I was really, really like trying my hardest, I could probably get like 145, 140 maybe. But yeah, I actually like that event. It sucks ass, but it's actually a lot of fun. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. And then this is the plank. On the last. There were some revisions to the last Army Combat Fitness Test. It used to be a hanging leg raise, and there were so many people. All you had to do was one, and motherfuckers just couldn't do one to pass. So there was half of the army, it seemed like, was complaining about this exercise, and they revised it to where now instead of doing one leg raise, you have to pass a minute 30 plank. Bro, come on, man. A minute 30 plank compared to one leg raise? Are you fucking kidding me? God damn, dude. Just practice your leg raises and do one. That's all you gotta do. I was able to do like 5. Come on, bro. Now it's a fucking minute 30 plank. God, dude. I feel like the plank is harder. They're super strict on your form on that. And then you got your 2-mile run, which was at the end. Okay, and that's the end of the video. just gonna end the screen recording here. Yeah, you had that 2 mile run at the end of it, which was also at the end of the last PT test. We still recording? We're still recording. Which was at the end of the last PT test. But I was telling my girlfriend earlier today, the last PT test, you only had 2 events to do. You had max. What are you chewing on? Well, I just got distracted by my dog. He was chewing on something he wasn't supposed to be. I forgot what I was talking about. But I think I was talking about how on the last PT test, you only had 2 events before the 2 mile run. So I feel like I was able to get a much better time on my 2 mile run on the last one compared to this one, because this one you have 5 events before your 2 mile run, which they did kind of compensate for that. The passing score, I think, yeah, they did compensate for that. The passing score on the last Army Combat, well, the last physical fitness test was, I think it was 16 minutes and 3 seconds for my age, because it depends on age as well. So if you're older, you tend to have a longer time to complete the 2 mile, and then as you're younger, you have a shorter amount of time because you're supposed to be able to run it in a shorter amount of time. But this Army Combat Fitness test, you have 5 events before. And the reason why I was saying they compensated for that factor was because, like I said, the last passing time was 16:03, and the new passing time for my age, I think, is like 21 minutes. And bro, if you can't run 2 miles in 21 minutes, like, oh man, like, work on your time. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. How to prepare for this. I don't really know if there's like really any way to prepare for it other than like just trying to. If you're already in the Army, I mean, you know how to prepare for it. There's like tons of gym equipment around base that you can whip out and kind of like replicate the Army Combat Fitness test. So that way you're actually training for the movements that you'll be doing. But if you're somebody who's like just getting into the military or is about to get into the military, I would say, like, I mean, they have sleds at public gyms and stuff that you can start doing pulls on. Maybe not the exact one that we use in the Army. It's like, as you saw in that video, it's just like a little tarp that has 2 45-pound plates attached to it, and then you just drag it on turf or just regular grass. So, I mean, you can just kind of like replicate that movement, get your reps in, try and drag it as fast as possible. The distance that it said, I think, is 20 meters down, 20 meters back. Just practice the movements, practice on your push-ups, do some ab work, I would say, and then just do a whole lot of cardio. I don't really like to do straight up cardio, like just going for runs or anything. So I tend to play basketball instead. I like to play basketball and just bust my ass doing that for like an hour instead of just doing straight up cardio for an hour. I feel like that's so boring. But if I'm playing basketball, I'm focusing more on like making my shots and blocking shots and doing this, that, and the other in the sport. I'm focusing on the sport and not cardio. I'm actually having fun. So just practice. Guys, stop. Just practicing on your cardio. Practice your cardio and you'll be good. And then also just practice on your upper body strength, and I feel like you'll be absolutely fine on the ACFT. The passing scores really are not that hard. For the push-ups, you have to get like 10 push-ups, T push-ups to pass. That standing power throw, it's really not all that complicated. You just kind of got to get the motion down on like. It's kind of like behind the back like shot put. I don't really know how to describe it. To train for that, I guess you would just get like a medicine ball at your local gym and just like practice throwing it behind your head while not stepping backwards, because if you step backwards, you're disqualified from the movement. I mean, you can step backwards, I think, but guys, I think you can step backwards, but you just can't cross the line that you're on. So But I think that is pretty much all my guys. Stop. I think that is all my tips and tricks for learning. I think that's pretty much all my tips and tricks for how to pass the ACFT and how to like prepare for it. But yeah, I think that is all my tips and tricks. I think that's all the commentary that I need to give on it. If you guys have any more questions, just go ahead and drop them in the comments. Like usual, I think I had a few comments on my most recent video. And these two are very talkative tonight. I've been trying to break them up for the last 5 minutes while I've been recording this video, but apparently they want to talk. Here we go. Right? Don't eat it. Okay, you guys are both trying to eat it. Stop. Nothing to say. But like I said, if you guys have any questions on the Army Combat Fitness Test, I have been in the Army for 7.5 years. That's why I'm making this video, to educate you guys. Just drop your questions and stuff down in the comments. Be more than happy to answer for you guys. And let me know, try and ask questions on anything that I didn't cover. I feel like this was a rather quick video, but I've been having issues with my screen recording on my phone, so I can make these reaction videos for you guys. But hopefully this one doesn't mess up. And yeah, I think that's it. That is the Army Combat Fitness Test. As far as I know, there haven't been any more changes to it. I think females have longer times compared to the males, just so it's a little bit more equal and a little bit more fair, because, females obviously are not as strong as males genetically. So they tend to have a little bit lighter weights. Well, they don't have lighter weights, but I think they're on the deadlift that you guys saw earlier in that video. I think they do have a... Wait, no, I think their minimum deadlift is the same as ours. I think it's actually gender neutral, which is actually pretty fucking cool. Because, I mean, females, I feel like they should be able to... If I'm going to have a female, like going into, like, a firefight with me, like, she better be able to drag my ass. If I get shot or some shit, she better be able to drag my ass to cover. So, like, I feel like it should be gender neutral. But let me know what you guys' opinions are in the comments on that. But I think that's going to be it for this video. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace!